Hello, how you guys doing? My name is Raj, and this is my first video for this channel, the Hollomedia music channel. And basically what I'm going to do is, I'm going to talk about music here on this channel. If you guys don't already know, I have another channel called Roger Really Cool, and we talk about fragrances and things like that. Then I have another channel I'm starting called Off the Top of the Dome with Roger, where we'll just be talking about anything willy-nilly that you want to talk about. But tonight, we're talking about the Volante pedal that I just picked up today. As you can see, here's my studio, and there's a lot to look around and see. I'll see if I can put this thing around without tearing anything up. This is my studio here, and you can also look me up and Google me, Roger Really Cool, and you can check me out. So to get me known, I'm gonna have to paste these a couple places to let everybody know I have a channel and kind of get a little buzz out there and let them know what's going on, okay? I gotta make sure I'm on point here. A lot of times I have to check this to make sure everything is cool. So everything is fine with that. Make sure my audio is doing well. I'm kind of new at this. I just started doing this. I wanted to make sure I had better fidelity like I used to. I just had the studio turned on and you basically hear what's going on. But now I've wired it up. I have a system that I hook my phone up to, which is the iRig or whatever this thing is. And it's allowing me to, run right out of my mixer and right into the camera. So tonight, like I said, we're going to talk about the Volante pedal that I picked up called Strymon. What's going on, Barber? All right, my good brother. I'm glad to see you here. I appreciate it. And yeah, we're going to talk about that. So basically, I'll tell you what my pedal board consists of already. The story is probably about 3 months ago, or maybe a little bit longer, I picked up an amplifier called the Fender Excelsior amp. And at that particular point, I only had like 3 pedals. I think I had like a Metal Zone pedal by Boss. What did I have? Actually, those pedals I don't have anymore. I had a Boss pedal, and I had 2 other pedals. But I needed something more for this amp because this amp didn't have any EQ on it, and didn't have any reverb. So I had to buy a reverb pedal on and on. I ended up buying a reverb pedal, and I had a Hall of Fame pedal, which was like a delay pedal, but I tried to make it sound like a reverb and things like that. And now, 3 months later, I have about 16 pedals, most of which are on this board here. So I'll turn around and let you guys see the board with my mic being in the way here. Sorry. Turn this around. Hopefully I don't knock anything over trying to turn this around. Trying to find a good place for this mic to be so you guys can see it. But here's my board here. And right now, I'll see if I can move this out the way y'all can still hear me. I have a Strymon Mobius, which I picked that up. And once I picked up the Strymon Mobius, then came the Big Sky, then came the Timeline, and then came the Brigadier. So that's what happened with the Strymons. And it was kind of a quick transition. I didn't know I'd be buying them that fast, but Strymons are very expensive, and I wasn't sure if I really wanted to get into it, but I ended up, had to turn up the mic, I ended up getting into it. So, and plus you'll hear a little reverb from my mixer, so, which is actually coming from a Lexicon MPX. Actually, it's coming from my Lexicon MPX 100 or 500. So anyway, those are the 4 Strymons. Then I have a Harlow. I have a Bogner Harlow because I wanted a clean boost. I used to have a Empress Para EQ. Somehow something happened to it. It broke, and that was it. I took it back. So I use the Bogner Harlow now for my clean compression. And I used to use my tuner. I'm going to take the tuner out of the system because I don't really use the tuner that much. I just use the regular old-fashioned tuner right there. Because trying to do it with the chromatic tuner was really a pain sometimes. After that, we had a Choco Slayer by MAK Crazy Sound Technologies. That's a crazy pedal. I'm going to let you guys hear all these pedals real quick before we hook up the Volante as well. Because some of you guys may not have these pedals. These are some boutique pedals I bought from this young man. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4. I bought 4 pedals from him, including a pedal called the Super Wizard. I ended up selling the Super Wizard because it was just too much for me. But We had, like I said, we had the Choco Slock by MAK, Crazy Sound Technologies. I have the Pantheon Overdrive by Wampler. I bought that from my man, Alan. He turned me on to that, 'cause I wasn't into overdrives and stuff. I had a metal zone. I ain't know anything about overdrives. The Nightwire I bought from this guy named Russell here in Philly by Earthquake Devices. And then we have the three that I bought from this gentleman named Steve, which is the Deity by Greenhouse Effects. I bought the Dark Star, and that is by, who's the Dark Star by? Old Blood Endeavors. And then I bought the Astronomer, which is just a special edition. This is a gold Astronomer. This is number 7 made that Mathew Effects made, the gold Astronomer. Then I bought a 30-second MS for stereo tracking, if I want to get that stereo sound, by Keeley. I bought that from a gentleman named Bob. Most of these I bought from private owners, actually. The Subdecay Deluxe is crazy. This is a crazy pedal. I'm going to turn you on to that too real quick. Then we had a Boss, bought that from Bob, Terra Echo. I just bought that. I swapped the Terra Echo for I had a carbon copy. Now I just got the carbon copy and swapped it with this gentleman the next day for the Terra Echo, because I had enough really delays already, you know? And then I had a chromatic tuner, of course. And then I use a Mooer IR, you know, the impulse response, the Mooer Radar. And that's what you're going to hear the guitar through. You're not going to hear it through an amp. You're going to hear it through the Mooer, coming out the Mooer, and then we're going into the Rupert Neve RNDI, and then it goes into my Tone Beast, my warm Tone Beast, TB1 mic, TB12 mic pre, then from the mic pre into the mixer. Because me, I'm more concerned with recording. I'm not really concerned with really playing out too much, even though I am going to use this to do some playing out. I'm gonna do this ambient guitar thing, so I'm looking forward to doing the ambient guitar thing and playing out. So that's why I kind of bought these pedals too as well. And if you look at my channel, Roger Real D Cool channel, I got a lot of content over there because that's why I decided to make this channel, because the Roger Real D Cool channel is for fragrances. I want to make this channel for music only and the studio stuff and talk about studio gear. All right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to plug up the new Volante. And I hope this space is big enough for it, because this is a pretty big pedal, like all the other Strymons. So let's open it up and check it out. Now, this is what they call a magnetic echo machine. I was going to buy the El Capitan, Strymon El Capitan. I would have had it if the gentleman hadn't been sick. He was like, well, I'm not feeling too well. You're going to have to try to get it tomorrow. And then somebody told me about the Volante. He said, well, you might want to check out the Volante instead of the El Capitan. So I said, what's the price? Well, the Volante is $400. El Capitan, I was about to buy that for $260. So I just put some money together and decided, let's go with the Volante. You know, it looks like it's pretty cool. I checked out some videos. I kind of like what it was doing. Until I saw them tonight compare it to some other stuff, like the old Roland Echo RE201 and a couple other crazy magnetic pedals that they compared it to. My man even told me, he said, man, you might want this pedal more than you like that pedal. But I got this pedal now. I bought it from Sweetwater, thanks to Chris, who was taking Chris Arnold's place at the time. So I bought this from Sweetwater. And yeah, we're going to try it out and see if I like it. If I don't like it, send it back. I had them overnighted too. So here it is, the Volante box. All right. And their motto is, left brain artists, innovators, and thinkers. Okay, so let's crack it open. They always got some real cool boxes. All right, and last night I wired this up so I don't have to worry about wiring it up. What I'm doing, I'm actually using the actual, because my pedal board doesn't have a room for another, I was gonna buy the Strymon Power piece to power all 5 of the Strymons, but it won't fit. I had to put this pedal power, it wouldn't fit underneath my board either, so I'm not gonna buy another pedal board. This is gonna be enough for me. So instead of buying the power piece for the Strymons, I just decided just to plug all of the whatchcombs. Yeah. Plug all the sockets into a power strip that I had back there that's running straight to electric. All right? All right, so I'm I'm gonna turn it down so we don't get any buzz, any noise. I'm gonna have a little sip of wine. This is a wine from South Africa. I just found this tonight. Figured, let me check it out. Usually I drink Cabernet, so grab a glass of wine. Hope you get a little time. Let's go. I'm gonna turn it down. And then we have to find the one that I had left for the Strymon. So we're going to take the chromatic tune out the way, and I think we should be able to fit this right in where it needs to be. Okay? So I'm going to turn you over here so y'all not looking at my booty too long. Okay? All right, so I'm going to take this out. And this, I guess this is the Strymon, I'm not sure. This is the input, and this is the output. So you're going to take the chromatic tune off. And this got to be the Strymon because I know I think it's a Strymon. We're going to find out because the Strymon only takes a certain amount of power. And that's it. It doesn't like not taking good power. So you're going to plug this. We got to use the left. I'm not using stereo, so we're going to plug into the left. Both of the lefts. Unless you're running some kind of effects loop, then you don't have to use that left. But I think this is the Strymon power here. I think so. I'm not sure. I kind of tied everything up neatly last night. So I'm going to find out when I'm plugging in, that's for sure. So I'm going to bring it around here. Now I don't have any, I didn't put any stuff on it yet. Okay, there you go. Fits right in. Plop. Goes right in. Let me move this mic out the way and you can see it. Now, I'll aim the mic up so y'all can hear me talk. So yeah. I know, bro, man, but I appreciate you sticking around just checking it out anyway because you never know. You might learn about something like that, something. All right, so right now we're gonna see. We're gonna plug this in to the Yami. And it did power on. So I'm going to assume I did run this correctly, and this is not one of those, it's not part of the chain thing, but to trace it. But I hope so. I think this is it though. Man, I'm pulling. And let's see, I'm trying to see where it's going. I can't tell where it's going. So I'm going to have to trace these. I think I left it out so I can check it out. So let me see. See, we got any hanging out willy-nilly here. So I guess that's it. So don't like it's tripping any kind of way. So, all right, so we good. So we're gonna turn the master back up. And now we hear the guitar, so we good. The guitar is cool. Yeah, it's crazy. And listen to that sound. That sound is really crazy. All right, so now we get ready to listen to the Strymon. Now, basically, these are effect pedals. So, again, it's not really rocket science. It's more than, I'm just saying I got a whole bunch of pedals that do different things. And that's what they do. They call it effect pedals or stomp boxes. And they all do a little something different. They all do different things. So, we're going to pick this guitar up. And we're going to play some notes and see what we get. The guitar I'm using tonight is a Godin Solidac. And the reason I really like this guitar, I've been taking to this guitar, I got a few guitars now. I used to have more basses than guitars, now I got more guitars than basses. And this guitar here has a piezo in the bridge. So it can sound like an acoustic and it can sound like an electric. And that's a good thing, that's why I like it so much. So I can turn off all the electric part and I can turn on the acoustic part. And it sounds like an acoustic guitar. You can even hear the slide down the thing, down the fretboard. Regular guitar, put that in there, and now you got a hybrid. So this is the regular guitar. Now get a little bit of acoustic in there. And then you got a nice little acoustic, okay? So that's my clean sound. So I hope that sounds nice and clean. And we're gonna put the mic back over here so you guys can hear me talk, okay? All right? So, we're gonna save the Volante for last, okay? You can play Redemption. Only thing I can play Redemption by, yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you, man. Hey, if that's what you can play that. That's how you do it. Play that. I had to start off learning how to play a song, you know what I mean? And then now I'm making CDs. So you never know. You never know. All right. So we're gonna start with the Mobius, and we'll listen to a sound from Mobius. This is called the elliptical. So it's like a flanger. You hear it wobbling around. All right. So you get two sounds, and this is called tone up, tone up, tone down. Don't hear anything happening with it. Let's go over here. Rotary. Make it sound like an organ. All right. So that's the Mobius, and the Mobius is basically it's like a modulation pedal. It just does different mods. Like I say, you can have it sound like an organ. You can do a chorus, if you had a chorus. See what I mean? You turn some knobs, you never know what you're gonna get. All different things. Auto swell. So you can hear it kind of fading in a little bit. So that's a modulation pedal. The next Strymon pedal is called the Big Sky. Just a lot of reverb, crazy reverb. Let's listen. Almost like my microphone. But can get even crazier. Just turn around. So they do, it's like a whole, like 100 different sounds in each one. They have one called the Cloud, which is really, really crazy. Let's see. How long that lasts? And you can hit the mod and make it modulate a little bit. You hear the modulation, and then you pick another one. And this button over here is for another, so you can set up 3 different sounds you want. Yeah, they're pretty cool, man. Very cool. So it's called the Big Sky because it's just so, the reverbs are so big and juicy. But I have a couple other effects that have big juicy reverbs as well. All right, next we're gonna do the timeline. Now the timeline is almost similar to the Volante and the Brigadier because they're both delay pedals. But all 3 of these are different delay pedals. So that's what they do. All right, so here we go. Timeline. Whoa, that's crazy. Ain't it wild? That is wild. All right, here we go. Really cool. Go over this side, see what this one has. So that's what a delay does. It kind of echoes, it repeats. It's called the delay because it delays the time that the effect reacts to the guitar. And if you tap it, you can make it go either fast or slow, how you want it to go. So you gotta tap it, and there you're good. So that's pretty cool. And then what we have is a swell. So you hear it's swelling in, it's coming in and swelling itself. That's what you call a swell. So even you go back to this piece right here, it has swell too. Where's the swell at? Like I can't even see because I can't see. But we have shimmer over here for the reverb. This is pretty cool too. Hear that real high note on the top? So they call that a shimmer. Then back to the Mobius, we have auto swell here. Takes the time coming in. Here's another one. So it comes in, so automatically swells for you. The next effect is called the Brigadier, and this is what they call like a bucket reverb. So if you listen to a lot of country music, that's what this swell is for. So let's try it. Still going. And you can set this how many repeats you want it to go, and it'll go crazy. Check it out. It'll just keep going. They'll start getting louder. That's crazy, ain't it? And then that's because what happens, there's a button here that makes it sound dirtier as long as it goes, it gets dirty. If I turn that down, called the bucket loss, it'll stay clean while we're doing this. Here we go. We'll just keep repeating. crazy. And then you turn it down. And then you can add a mod to it and it'll modulate while you're doing that. So that's crazy too. Hear that? So I can have it how fast I want to go. So again, country western. I started getting into it, didn't I? All right. So that's called the Brigadier, and that's also a Strymon pedal as well. And this right here controls how fast it goes. Speed it up. And even faster. So that's what that pedal does. The Strymon Brigadier. All these pedals are pretty much digital, except the Brigadier has like an analog type circuit, even though it's really digital. It has to have that to make it sound warm like it does. Because its delays is different from the timeline delays. Now, I mean, now I turn the timeline. So they both delay pedals, but they kind of do things a little bit differently. You know what I mean? All right, next we're gonna go up to the 30-second pedal, and this is the pedal that kind of make you sound like it's two guitars in one. Put a little chorus, make it sound chorusy. The more, you can switch it down to 3 switches so you can make it sound totally different, like a slapback. And every time you hit it, every time you move a knob, it does something different. And here's the slapback. That's a slapback. But basically, I like it for the stereo chorus type thing. So put that on, put another effect on it. Now add a little reverb. Now add a little, what you call? A little bit more. And now you got a whole big mess going on. But that's how that goes. The next pedal is called the Dark Star because this thing is really spooky, but it's crazy. Let's just do it. I mean, really crazy pedal, really crazy. And then you get to the second part. This is not that bad. This is almost like a pad. That's why why I bought this pedal. Because that's so smooth. Really, really smooth. So that's called the Dark Star pedal. And you can hear me move the knob. Check it out. Crazy. These pedals they're making now do some crazy stuff. Next pedal is called the Deity by Greenhouse Effects. It's a multi-purpose pedal. It does reverb, it does a little delay, it does everything. Make it last long. Look at that. Still going. I can have me a glass. Still going. And that's something? That's crazy. Real crazy. And then if you go down to the next switch, it does something else. So basically those are octaves. So with these pedals, you don't even need keyboards anymore. You can sound like a keyboard. So that's the beef. Here's the top. That's really weird, but it's cool. And then the last one you hit in the middle, y'all heard that one. The top does something a little bit different. Let's see. And you just gotta turn the knobs and see what happens. Like turn the knob and see what happens. All right, so that's called the Greenhouse Effects Deity pedal. Next is going to be the Astronomer. Now this reverb pedal is like 2 reverb pedals in one. You would think, well, why you need 2 more reverbs? Because I bought that before I bought these. And my man who bought these ended up selling me these because he didn't need these anymore because he had these. I'm keeping all of them. Because you never know when you're going to need something. Let's go. This has 2 reverbs. Here's the first one. Then that's another one. So you got a top, you got a bottom. Right now it's doing a little humming. I got to work on this little hum thing. I thought I fixed it, but some of these are acting funny, so we'll work it out. Here we go. So that's one reverb, and I can set the other one to be totally longer. It'll last forever. And here's the other one. Just going on and on, it lasts. So that's that effect. Yeah, it's acting kind of weird for some reason. It could be a cable. So again, I'm going to have to check out these cables and make sure everything is cool. Make sure the Strymon is still up here on, okay. Next, we got the Night Wire, which is another crazy pedal. It's like a tremolo pedal, And that's what it does. You pick the frequency that you want. kind of bassy. You put it in the middle, it'd be a little bassy and a little high. And you can change how it does the effect. It really gets deep, so you just want to play around with it. Wild, ain't it? That's wild. That's really wild. We can make it go super fast. All right, so this is called the Night Wire by Earthquake Devices. Next, we got the Pantheon, which is the fuzz pedal. Put a little reverb on that. I don't know why that pedal is buzzing like that. That's kind of crazy, but we'll get it together. We'll get it together eventually. Yeah. All right, so that's the fuzz pedal. All right, that's basically what that is, an overdrive fuzz pedal. Not really a fuzz, you can turn up the overdrive and make it sound like a fuzz. Next we have this crazy pedal. And this is the MAK Choco Slock. And it has 3 modes as well. Here's another mode in the middle. One is called the Prometheus. This is called the Shimmer mode. So that's called the Choco Slot. Oh, I forgot about the crazy octave mode. Sometimes I use this for my bass sound. When I want to carry a bass, I can use this for the bass. So whichever one I want to be prevalent, I'll turn it down. So now it's just that one. And you can add a little bit of guitar in there sort of mellow it out. The same thing for the bass. Turn the bass all the way up, turn it down direct, and now you'll just hear the bass. And then you add the high in there with it. And then you bring the guitar in there with it, even it out. And that's how you do that pedal. So 3 different modes. You got that, then you got this, and then you got this. So it's cool, a very versatile pedal. I really, really like that pedal. Next is my overdrive pedal, or my clean boost pedal. And this pedal like turns my guitar when I need an extra little boost, and we'll put a little bit of compression in there. Now, put it back in. You gotta hit that pedal hard because it's a buffer pedal. So you can have it just to boost your signal. If you want to reach back and turn your amp up, you just hit this pedal. And it's still nice and clean. Let me put that up. It's still nice and clean sounding. And you turn it off. Almost sound the same, but like I said, you can adjust it so it'll boost up when you're ready for it to boost up. So say for instance, I want to boost up now, I hit it. So now I'm a lot louder. Turn it back down, hit the switch. And then it's turned back down. So that's called a compression clean boost pedal by Bogner Harlow. We're almost making it to the start of the show. Next we got the Subdecay Prometheus DLX. This is crazy. Crazy. We'll slow it down. Really cool. And you just turn the knobs and see what happens. And depending on what things you push here, it does different stuff. It just does different stuff. This stuff is all over the place. And you turn up, take all the low end out. Make it go super fast. So it's almost like an auto wah-wah. Instead of me sitting out here doing wah-wah with my pedal, I can do it here. Crazy pedals. Subdecay by Prometheus, the DLX. Next is the Terra Echo. So depending on how you want to go, that way it stays low. Put a little high up in there. You can bring the highs way up so you really can hear it. That's that pedal. Here's my little baby pedal here. Like I said, this is my simulated amplifier pedal. It's called the Radar. And basically, if I don't have an amplifier to play into, I can just plug my guitar in here, put some headphones in, and I can listen to myself in here. And I can pick different types of amplifiers. So if I want a particular amplifier, I just pick the amplifier I want. And like if you know about amplifiers, it'd be like, okay, I want mine to sound like a Fender Twin Reverb. You just pick it. And you go online and download different amplifiers into the unit. But I set up my own one. I set my own, which is 17. because it sounds nice and clean. And now for the start of the story. Let's hear how it sounds. Turn on the button. So we got here, spring. I don't know how to work this thing, so we're just gonna go for it. I can't explain this pedal because too much goes on with this pedal and I'm brand new to it, but I'll probably be playing around with it. It's called the Volante. And basically it's supposed to simulate this old tape machine back in the day that had a metal spinning head that spun. And it's different from this pedal here in a way that is not as clean. It's cleaner than this pedal. This pedal's kind of dirty. This right here is supposed to be like a magnetic head. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I know it sounds weird. You hear that? And you're gonna hear the adjustments. You hear me moving around the adjustments. And I was learning a little bit online. I was seeing the guys use it online, so that's how I'm kind of just messing around with it now. All right, let's try another one. That's a real simple one, a little slapback delay type thing. Wow. Real cool. Here's another one. And that way you can really hear what it's doing. You can really hear what it's trying to do. I'm just turning knobs. While y'all sitting here watching me turn knobs. I'm turning the tape head wear knob. It's supposed to sound like the heads are warbly. Hear it? Feedback. You hear that? Wow. Hear that? That's the tape head. All the way up. This is still going. That's crazy. Wow, you hear that? It's like they ended it. It's probably four separate delays at one time. Check it out. Wow. So you get four, but they're all different. They spaced out. So now I'm gonna tighten it up a little bit. Let's see what happens now. All right, now let's space them out again. That's weird. Wow. Thing is crazy. I'm done. Had a good time showing y'all the pedals, showing a lot around what's called. And if you really want to check out the studio, go to my other page, which is Roger Really Cool, and you'll be able to take a tour of the studio and see some stuff I'm using besides the board. And I'm going to call it a night. It's almost 10 o'clock. Hopefully you guys get some good rest. And I'm going to get back here and start messing around a little bit more with that pedal, but I'm going to let y'all guys go stop torching you, all right? Thank you for being involved with my first video for the Hollomedia music channel, and I really appreciate it. Thank y'all for sticking around, man. Thank you, Barma, and whoever else. There's somebody else there, I'm not sure. She never said anything, but I want to thank you. Take care, bro. I'll talk to you. And whoever else is there, thank you too. I appreciate it. Hopefully this channel will get bigger, the more subscribers I get, all right? Talk to y'all soon. Have a great night.